welcome back to our Texas homestead. Today we're going to do some more cookies in a jar. This one's called Cowboy Cookies. It's basically just oatmeal chocolate chip. Go. Oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. So I'll bring you down here and show you how we did them. Remove the butter so the dog doesn't get them. So we're going to start out with, I forget, 1 1/3 cups of flour. So this is 1/3 of a cup. So that was a cup, and then 1/3. And when you do flour, you want to level it off when you're baking anyway. So that's 1 1/3. I'm going to bake some of these cookies. I'm going to freeze some, so I'm going to put some in a bowl over here also. Then we're going to add a teaspoon of baking powder. And you want to level that off also. And then a teaspoon of baking soda. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then you're going to shake this a little bit so it kind of levels out a little bit. And then we're going to add in a 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. So basically you get your brown sugar and you just want to pack it down in there so it's nice and tight. And that's a 1/4 of a cup. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to even it out and pack it down in there. So make sure we got enough room for everything. Let me get the butter out of the microwave real quick. Okay, so now we're going to add 1/2 cup of white sugar. Even it out a little bit again. A cup of oats. And then a cup of chocolate chips. And in the jar, it's a real tight fit. So, see, it goes all the way to the top. So this one's done. So I'll get some labels in a little bit and write what's in there. And then to the ones that we're going to make. So basically when you're ready to make them, you dump that jar into here, and then you have this. And then to that we're going to add an egg, a half a cup or whole stick of melted butter, and a teaspoon of vanilla. That might be a little bit more. And then you're going to stir them up. And then if you can't get it all mixed up, the best way is just get in there with your hand and finish it off. So your batter will look like that. So I'm going to go wash my hands up, get my cookie sheets ready, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, so I got my parchment lined pan. I already made some cookies, so there's a little bit of oatmeal left on there. So we're just going to get a tablespoon and scoop them out. These don't spread a whole lot, but they do flatten out a little bit, so you don't want to put them too close together. And I got the oven preheated to 350. So we're going to put these in the oven for 11 to 13 minutes. And then we're going to put the rest of this batter on here, and then we're going to put these in the freezer, and then whenever we just want a couple of cookies real quick, we just have to pop them in the oven, and we don't have to go through all the work of mixing everything up. And these only have to stay in the freezer about as long as the other ones cook. And then they're frozen enough, at least in our deep freezer, to put them in a bag, and then they don't get all stuck together and just make a big old, one big cookie. And maybe with the last one, you just have to use your hands to squeeze it all together. Okay, so I'll pop these in the oven. I'll bring you back when the other ones are ready to go. Okay, Okay, so I took the cookies out of the freezer and I labeled the bag Cowboy Cookies, baked 350, 11 to 13 minutes. So now whenever we want a quick snack after dinner, I can just pop a couple of these in the oven and we can have some homemade cookies. So these will go in the oven, and then I got the batch that we cooked done, and the inside still not gooey like raw, but just like soft and chewy. It's a really dense cookie with all the oatmeal, but it's really good. So now we have the jar we can make, the freezer, and then we already have some made. So we're set for these for the next year. I forgot to say, it says you can also add half a cup of nuts to this. I don't know how you fit it in the jar, but if you add the nuts, then the mix is only good for 3 months. Like this, it's good for a year. So however you want to do it, you can add the nuts when you get ready to bake it also. So hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let us know what you think about them if you try them, and we'll see you next time.